A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Monday, September 25th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Emergency service responders did a phenomenal job responding to the tragic bus accident on Interstate 84 in the town of Wawayanda on Thursday. They claimed 2 women's lives and injured 40 high school students. But as swift as the response was to care for the injured, Supervisor Denise Quinn of Wawayanda says emergency access to Y-84 would have shaved minutes off the response time.
All of the first responders did a phenomenal job. And I don't think anybody could take that away from them. But, in responding to emergency calls, the sooner you can get there, the better. And we do have a location where they would get there sooner if they had a crash gate.
Quinn has brought this to the attention of state officials in the past and spoke directly about it with Governor Hochul when she was in Orange County on Thursday. State Assemblyman Jonathan Jacobson says he's extremely disappointed that the New York State Bridge Authority took no action to approve suicide-preventing fencing at its Thursday meeting, and he's calling on the agency to take up the issue at its next monthly meeting. September is National Suicide Prevention Month, but it's not enough to wear purple or have purple lights on bridges to express support for suicide prevention 1 month out of a year, says Jacobson. We must take concrete steps every day to reduce suicides, including installing climb deterrent fencing on all the bridges managed by the authority, he said. Devastating inland and coastal flooding events like the July thunderstorms that washed out major roads, toppled dozens of trees, ripped up Orange and Rockland utility poles and wires, and knocked out power to thousands of O&R customers are expected to only get worse in the future due to climate change, meaning O&R must accelerate its investments to keep electric service reliable and resilient for customers, the company says in a study that has been published. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
Serving in Congress should not be a full-time career, says freshman House member Marcus Molinaro. The former Dutchess County executive says there should be term limits on members of Congress.
If we don't see elected leaders cede power, then certainly legislation is necessary to ensure that no one person consumes too much of the public's authority to do the job.
The issue has become a front burner one as older members of Congress are facing health issues that the Republican Molinaro says should be a wake-up call for them to consider stepping aside. The National Park Service has granted Bard College a $750,000 Save America's Treasures grant through the Historic Preservation Fund to help restore the Montgomery Place Mansion, a National Historic Landmark owned by the college. The grant will support structural repairs to the exterior of the building in order to restore its integrity and resiliency for future preservation. Montgomery Place, a 380-acre estate adjacent to the main college campus and overlooking the Hudson River, is set amidst rolling lawns, woodlands, and gardens against a backdrop of the Catskill Mountains. The Ulster County Department of Emergency Services will hold a multi-agency emergency exercise at the campus of Woodland Pond in New Paltz on October 4th. State police from the Livingston Barracks, in conjunction with the Columbia County Child Advocacy Center, have arrested a 52-year-old Ghent man on a felony charge of sexual abuse and misdemeanor of endangering the welfare of a child. It's alleged that Robert Schaefer sexually abused a child under the age of 11. An audit of the Germantown Central School District by the State Controller's Office found the district did not have adequate payroll processes to ensure compensation paid to employees was accurate, adequately supported, and authorized by the Board of Education. The auditor said district officials did not properly segregate payroll process duties and did not provide adequate oversights. They identified $41,000 in payroll payments to 12 employees that were either inaccurate or not authorized by the board. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.